Waiting for Beckett will be scheduled on WLVT at a future date and time. WLVT invites you to stay tuned next for the graduation ceremonies of Easton High School class of 1996. Easton High School was the 1996 Scholastic Scrimmage champions.
Good afternoon. Last September, before the Scholastic Scrimmage season kicked off, we said that when the dust settled at the end of the season, WLVT would honor the champions by televising the winner's graduation. Well, the dust has settled, and as you know, Easton Area High School prevailed as the champions for this year's Scholastic Scrimmage season. The team from Easton took on all challengers and never faltered in the process, culminating in a victory in the finals over Penn Argyl High School. We salute the Easton Area High School Scholastic Scrimmage team as well as all the graduates who are moving forward with their lives, for they are truly tomorrow's leaders. Now, WLVT is pleased to present the 140th annual commencement of Easton Area High School.
Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the 140th commencement exercises for the class of 1996 at Easton Area High School. I'd like to introduce our platform guests, Superintendent of Schools Joseph Piazza, School Board President Mr. Robert Litz, Director of Secondary Education Thomas Evans, Director of Science and Technology, Bernie Mattis, Mr. Mark Benani and Mrs. Christine Siegfried will be assisting at diploma tables tonight. Mr. Thomas Murphy, 12th grade principal. Ms. Karen Giacometti, 11th grade principal. Mr. Alfredine Jones, 10th grade principal. The student speakers this evening will be introduced as they come to the microphone, and the members of the class that are senior class and student council officers. I'd like to take this time to thank the Easton Area High School staff and the members of the cabinet that are with us, parents and students of the graduation committee, and members of the board and honored guests that you will meet later. I'd like a round of applause for all of those that have helped make this possible. Damian Vasallo will give the invocation. Please rise.
Good evening. We come together this day, the Easton Area High School class of 1996, to celebrate our achievements, to share in the many memories of our education, and to bid one final farewell to our teachers, our administrators, and our school. As a class of both distinct individuals and a united student body, we have faced many athletic, artistic, and academic challenges, some ending in success and still others in failure. Each experience, whether seemingly beneficial or seemingly worthless, has taught us something new about each other and has helped us to build our own individual characters. It is today that we close out our career as Easton Area High School students, honor these successes and failures, and enter into a new stage of our lives. As we begin this ceremony of graduation, let us please bow our heads in a moment of prayer or silent reflection. Almighty God, our Creator and Sustainer, you have blessed us by bringing us here to one of the many crossroads of our lives. We thank you for the administrators, teachers, parents, and friends who have helped us to meet our challenges and cope with our shortcomings along the way. We remember tonight those members of our class who are unable to join us in this celebration, especially Melissa Jarasak and David Meilinger. For those of us who are fortunate enough to be here this evening, we ask your continual blessings as we enter our universities, colleges, academies, and jobs. Grant us wisdom, understanding, and compassion for others throughout our lives, and guide us on this day as we take time to thank those who have supported us, honor our accomplishments, and to share in our many experiences at our great alma mater, Easton Area High School. Amen.
At this time, Kim Hoffman, Peter Klein, Nicholas Labuda, and Andrea Rohn will sing the Star-Spangled Banner.
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air, it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
The senior class will sing America the Beautiful and lead the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. At this time, Amy Kavanaugh, Jude Sant, and Charmaine Taylor will present the baccalaureate entitled Like an Eagle.
It seems like just yesterday we were walking into the high school for the first time, a little excited, a little scared, and very unsure of our capabilities, not knowing exactly what we could achieve as individuals. At that time, we had no idea where the present was taking us or what the future had in store. One thing we did know was that our lives would continue to change. Being the diverse group that we are, we learned a lot from each other as time passed. During our 3 years, we learned to work together, making this time very memorable. We each developed a unique personality. We taught each other to accept people for what they are. We realized that nobody really is perfect, but that's okay. Friendship is defined as a state of being attached to another by affection or esteem. This is true, but there's something more. A friend is someone who understands and will always be there. We came here as sophomores with a limited circle of friends. As we matured, the circle widened. Each new friend became a part of us as we became a part of him or her. These friendships, which we developed in school, were essential to growing up and are what we will remember the most about Easton Area High School. As our friendships have grown with our maturity, so have our personal attributes. Probably two of the most important attributes we have acquired are fortitude and diligence. Fortitude gives us the strength to persevere in the face of adversity. Diligence is the quality of working at something until we get it right. When a 10-page paper was complete or practice was finally over, our teachers and coaches would throw yet another obstacle at us. At first, we would ponder the idea of just giving up, but we never let ourselves actually do it. We continued to put forth our best effort until each task was successfully completed. Now, our days at Easton Area High School have come to an end. It is time to take what we have learned and apply it. All of us, as graduates, are ready to close this chapter of our lives and begin the next one. We are energized and ready to face the world and all of its challenges. We have all taken a similar path that has heavily been traveled by others before us. Now, on our own, we have the freedom to choose our own path. Although we may be apprehensive concerning the choices we make, remember these words from Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
If asked to best define this year in one word, one's answer would most likely be crossroads. This year, each of us has had to make many decisions which will shape our future and ensure our well-being. Many choices had to be made and many questions answered. The simple questions: where should I go to lunch? Who should I include in my tent for the bonfire? What movie do I want to see Friday night? These simple questions, although difficult at the time, were very easily answered. If I couldn't decide between McDonald's or Burger King, I'd choose Wendy's. And on Friday night, I could go to both movies, one at 5 and one at 9. A definitive choice never had to be made. The difficult questions: where do I want to go to college? Do I want to join the armed forces? Do I want to go right into the work world? Our answers to these questions must be unwavering. These answers differentiate our lives from the lives of others. We are not able, though, to choose more than one answer. We cannot travel two paths simultaneously. At the beginning of my junior year, I consciously made the decision to attend Easton Area High School for two reasons: the diverse social atmosphere and the excellence of the music department. By choosing this path, I have shaped my life for the better. Each of us here tonight has at one time or another had to make a choice similar to mine. It is a compilation of these conscious decisions which has brought us here tonight. Tonight is the present. It is but a moment. The decisions we make cannot be altered by pressing a reset button. The present creates memories which become our past and allows for dreams which will ensure our future. It is the exact moment that the past meets the future and our lives are shaped. At this point, we are at a physical crossroads. For after graduation, we will literally be moving down a path unique to each graduate today. Hopefully, throughout this year, we have shaped our future by acknowledging our hopes and our dreams, therefore making the choices that will best allow each to come true. And that has made all the difference.
We sit here today reflecting on the past and appreciating the present, but we must now, more importantly, remember to focus on our future and what lies ahead. There is no limit to the goals we can attain or the successes we can achieve. Our possibilities are as endless as our dreams. We, the graduating class of 1996, must find the courage to set our sights high. We must arise to each new day when the world beckons us to meet its challenges, to share in its never-ending mysteries. We must try to seize all life has to offer in order to make the most of what we have and of who we are as we prepare our path to the future. As we get older, we will be faced with numerous crossroads, each of which will be a crucial point in our lives when we must make a decision that will shape not only our future, but perhaps the future of others as well. As we approach each crossroad, our choice to which path to follow will not always be an easy one. We must intelligently base our decisions on everything we have learned, academically and emotionally, both in the past and in the present. We must find the strength and the courage to set high goals and the fortitude and diligence to achieve them. At every option we face, the wisdom to choose the right path will come only from experience. We all want to succeed, and the path we choose will determine our degree of success. We must realize, however, that the road to success is full of steep grades and dangerous curves. In the future, we may start having doubts. We might begin to think that maybe it's time to stop and reconsider, or perhaps we might begin to think that it might be wiser to turn back. And we could turn around, but then we'd never know what was waiting for us just around the next turn, just over the next hill, or just beyond the horizon. So let us go confidently in the direction of tomorrow. Right now, we are facing a major crossroad in our lives. The decisions we have made in the past make up who we are today. We have the potential to go far and to do well. Although this is the last time all of our paths will cross as the class of 1996, we shall take with us our memories, the failures and successes, the sorrows and the joys, as we boldly travel into the future. And that will make all the difference. Thank you.
Senior members of the band and the chorus, please join your groups. The Easton Area High School choral directors are Mr. Edward Millicitz and Mrs. Nancy Peffer. We thank them. One of the most significant academic accomplishments is to attain the status of number 2 or salutatorian in your class. This year is no exception as we introduce Peter Klein, whose academic average is 103.54. He has been number 2 in his class since the first grade of the 118 grades that comprise his average from the start of 9th grade. I introduce to you Mr. Peter Klein.
Good evening. I have walked the sprawling way, spread out before me in a tendrilled mass of possibility. I have walked the sheltered path, bereft of fear, and I have walked the barren plain, windswept and desperately alone. I have sauntered in full leisure through a sun-dappled park of recollection, circumspection. I have stolen through the battleground of abject self-reproof, and I have marched triumphant in the manic streets, hand in hand with my elation. At times, I walked with no companion but my own self, yet on I walked. And on the myriad portals pulsed before me, and on the yearn for something pushed me on. And on I walk today, unwilling to squander thoughts on destination, instead focusing on the journey itself, putting one foot in front of the other, step, step. And you have all been walking along with me, each in your own way, alone and in groups, packs. You chose your paths. And at last, we have come to a point where we all walk together. We all must share a single path. For a brief time, we all know the way. We all walk in step. This temporal stasis cannot, nor should it last. Inertia pulls us from this tight position. All are destined to walk their own path in their own manner. But before the separation occurs, let us recognize the simple synchronization for a step or two. Like an eclipse of the sun, it must be fleeting and infrequent, and we may never experience its like again. Feel it, and go on. Move, walk. Thank you.
The highest honor that a scholar in any class can be recognized with is that of the valedictorian. Mr. Kevin Liu, valedictorian, or the first place student in your class, again, since he started 9th grade with you. His average is 104.26. I introduce to you Mr. Kevin Liu.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to have this opportunity to speak tonight and to have this first and last chance to say a few words to the fellow members of my class. As I look out at the hundreds of seniors seated before me, I see the faces of some strangers I probably will never get to know. But I also see the faces of some friends that I've known since elementary school. We've all traveled different paths to reach this common goal of graduation. And now we truly stand at the crossroads. Some say that our lives will finally begin tomorrow. For now, we can choose the paths that we wish to take. In a way, they are right. For tomorrow, we will go our separate ways and take the first steps towards fulfilling our dreams. I do, however, urge all of you to never forget what we have already accomplished. When we receive our diplomas tonight, we end a long and sometimes very difficult journey together, and this is truly a moment to savor. Many of you are anxious to get out into the real world and prove what you can do, and I applaud you for that enthusiasm. But I also hope that you realize the importance of all the things that you've done up to this point. Many of you can't wait to experience new things and meet new people, but I hope that you will cherish all the good times that you've had in high school and all the friends that you've made. I'm just as excited as all of you to get on with my life, but I don't want to simply forget about Easton Area High School. Always look ahead to where you're going, but never forget where you've been. I'm sure each of you will leave high school with fond memories and treasured friendships, just as I will. We've all had some great times with some wonderful friends, whether they be teachers, coaches, family, students, or anyone else. It's these special individuals who have helped all of us in the journey through high school and in the sometimes painful process of growing up. I know that I am truly grateful to the many people who have supported me, and I hope that they all realize how much I appreciate them. I have to give special thanks to Marisa Tosto and Ryan D., Peter Klein, Mike Vanderveer, Jude Sant, Rachel DiDetto, Kate Pollard, and last but certainly not least, Diane Lavella. These friends and many others have helped me through a difficult senior year. Without their love, I may not have survived this last year of high school. I'm sure that all of you have similar friends that have supported you throughout high school. And it's these friends that I know you will be grateful to and cherish long after you receive your diplomas tonight. It's these friends that have helped all of us reach the long-awaited moment of graduation and have encouraged us to strive towards this goal and many others. With their help, we've arrived at the crossroads known as graduation. Tonight, as we receive our diplomas, we conquer high school as a class. Tomorrow, as we go our separate ways, we begin conquering life as individuals strengthened by what we have already accomplished. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I urge you to be proud of whatever path you may choose in life. Just remember, no one can ever take away the achievement that tonight honors. You are the class of 1996, and this moment is yours forever. Thank you.
At this time, we will read the names of the students that have been recognized by many organizations and individuals for their scholarship and achievement. For the first time this year, a formal recognition was given to each of these students and the awards that they were or had received at the Senior Awards Banquet, where all of the awards, academic, athletic, and extracurricular activities were recognized. The names and the awards are printed in your program and will be seen in the local newspapers. If each individual would stand, and at the end we will recognize their accomplishments as a group. Jennifer Amato, Christy Bellato, Gary Bankston, Justin Barber, Melissa Bartholomew, Eric Bauer, Herta Burkott, Jeremy Bialker, Christopher Black, Michael Bolmer, Greg Bonstein, Jennifer Booger, Badway Boulos. This young man had 7 years of perfect attendance, which means that he has been in school for 1,060 days without missing one single day. Christopher Brett, Patrick Brittell, Jonathan Brado, Michael Brunstetter, Jason Casterlin, Amy Cavan, Julie Chan, Benjamin Childs, Kara Corona, 2 years, perfect attendance. Emily Cosgrove, Jerry Joe Crevallero, Jabbar Curto, Rachel Didetto, Andrew Dalton, Sandra Davis, Jennifer Deemer, Kelly DeHaven, Alexander DeCandia, Ryan D., Stephanie Ettinger, Katie Eisenhart, Michael Elston, Manuel Espinosa II, Stacy Febo, Nathan Fano, Carrie Ferguson, Amanda Freeman, Stephanie Gadwell, Domenica Galati, Brian Gomer, Kyle Geiger, Joseph Giordano, Amanda Grube, Carrie Gabelli, Karen Golini, Jessica Hagenbach, Jamie Haldeman, Catherine Hansen, Kara Heck, Jamie Hernandez, Christine Heberly, Sean Hinkle, Kimberly Hoffman, Leandrew Holmes Jr., Jamie Holtz, Matthew Hornfeck, Nikki Hosford, Jessica Hoyer, Christopher Howie, Jennifer Hanera, Philip Jodes, LaJonna Johnson, Todd Janevic, Stefan Karfakis, Peter Klein, Jason Creel, Nicholas Labuda, Thomas Lavella, Kevin Liu, Carly Liacano, perfect attendance for 3 years, 540 days without an absence. Brock Masterson, Douglas McCathern, 5 years, perfect attendance, 900 days without an absence. Maureen McIntyre, Andrew McNeil, Christopher Medina, Frederick Merworth, Charles Miller II, Heather Miller, Michelle Miller, Katie Minnick, Charles Moretti, Richard Morris, Kimberly Murphy, Angela Musicato, Amy Nelson, Cindy Nguyen, Vu Nguyen, David Oren, Sharisa Picotti, Tara Pergolini, Cara Pigliacampi, Brian Piperata, Jennifer Purcell, LeVar Queen, Angel Ramos, Elisa Revis, Larry Roberts, Elizabeth Russo, Katie Lynn Rumor, Melanie Safarik, Jude Sant, Jenny Schaefer, Louise Champ, 2 years, perfect attendance. Colin Sell, Sean Sherwood, Shannon Simsick, Elisa Slavey, Wendy Snyder, Devin Stout, John Strucco, Charmaine Taylor, Stephen Turpey, Julia Tesoro, Joshua Turner, Michael Vandeveer, Abby Van Horn, Damian Vasallo, Kwanzaa Wagner, Christine White, Edward Willett, Marlon Williams, 2 years, perfect attendance, Jeffrey Wisnowski, Kyle Yeager, Gretchen Ziegenfuss. A round of applause for all these award winners. Thank you. Please be seated. The 4 members of our Scholastic Scrimmage team will be awarded $1,000 scholarships each. If they would stand and be recognized. Senior Kevin Liu, Peter Klein, Patrick Bertel, and sophomore Joshua Paris. Thanks to these fine young scholars and their winning of the overall championship for the Channel 9 Scholastic Scrimmage, this commencement exercise will be broadcast on Channel 39 Sunday at 3 p.m. Thank you to the Scholastic Scrimmage and to Channel 39. One other outstanding group of young students that we need to recognize are the foreign exchange students who have been with us this year and contributed so much to the cultural education of each and every one of us. If they would stand and receive a round of applause, please. The total dollar value of the scholarships and awards for the class of 1996 has topped $1 million. Congratulations to each and every one of you. And again, a special thank you to the individuals, the organizations, the clubs, and the foundations that make it possible for these talented young people to have aid on their way to another degree and another step in their education. At this time, the instrumental program, under the direction of Ms. Carol Luddy, will play Land of Make-Believe. seniors would return to the members of your class. At this time, I present to you the President of Student Council, Katie Rumor.
Before my eyes, that was a proud display of red and white. Some of us with our hearts in our throats, and many of us with tears in our eyes. Right now, we're all woven together with a common thread. We're here as graduates, as rovers, and we wouldn't be here today if we weren't successful. Easton's class of 96 sits before me, awaiting their diplomas and ready. We take with us knowledge, friendship, and pride, and with these suddenly face our future. Reality stops us, looks us dead in our eager eyes, and says, what next? And it's more than what do you want to be when you grow up. We're all grown up, and it's what will it take and how long will it take to get there. We're here today because of teachers and parents who cared. Whether it was a teacher who stayed late to help you with that paper, or even just to talk, they were there. Our parents filled us with the power to believe in ourselves and to go out and take the challenges that life presents us with. And they were there to help. Now we take a deep breath, close our eyes, and take our steps into the future. With the shift of a tassel, we face the crossroads. We all see a road we want to travel, whether it be to college, to the armed forces, or to the workforce. We can't see where these roads end up or which way they twist and turn. Deciding which direction to choose is one of the hardest choices we're going to make. Almost as hard as making that decision is leaving good old Easton. We must part with the faces we've grown and matured with, some for 13 years. We'll leave behind football games, dances, Turkey Day, and it's all in our past now. Now we'll need visitors' passes instead of hall passes to come back to Easton. Wearing this cap and gown reminds me of my nursery school graduation. It was very simple then. Our hardest choices were hippity-hop, or snack time or nap time. And where we wanted to sleep, we read stories. I used to love Dr. Seuss, and it wasn't for the story. I was 4 years old. It had great pictures. But I read a poem recently that the doctor wrote and was so surprised the pictures didn't matter. It was so suiting to the occasion that I'd like to share some of it with you. It's entitled, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You've got brains in your head, you've got feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You'll look up and down roads, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. You'll start going along, you'll start happening too. You will come to a place where the roads are not marked. Some windows are lit, but mostly they're dark. Place you can sprain both your elbow and shin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure where you step with great care and tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. So be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Alley, Van Allen, O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. To the best class to ever leave Easton High School, to my family, my friends, my peaches, good luck, everyone.
Now the president of the class of 1996, Ms. Ryan D.
Good evening, parents, friends, teachers, and members of the class of 1996. On behalf of the class of 1996, I'd like to take a moment to give special recognition to all those teachers who will be retiring after this year, especially those leaving the high school. Mr. John Thomas, Mr. Robert Miller, Mrs. Teresa Gallagher, and Mr. Dan Charney. You will be missed. For 3 short years, we've studied math and history together at the high school, yet we've learned much more than what our textbooks held. We've learned lessons about respect for our teachers, our classmates, and ourselves. We've learned lessons on unity. As a senior class president, I've seen how the members of our class have overcome their differences to work together and play together. We've learned the meaning of pride, and we at Easton have much. We've cheered on our classmates as they've excelled athletically in all areas, this year especially on the tennis courts, wrestling mats, and track. We rallied behind our academic stars as our Scholastic Scrimmage team proved they were second to none. We took pride in the arts as the Red River Marching Band once again embodied the spirit of Easton. These are just some of the things we will remember when we look back. We are at a turning point in our lives tonight. We sit together for the last time and think of the memories of high school and look forward to the memories yet to be made. We think of the friends that feel like family we must leave behind as we move on to meet new people. And perhaps, most importantly, we think of the teachers and coaches who taught us to set our goals high and then achieve them, a valuable lesson we will take with us to college, the workforce, the military, or on our travels around the world. We students gathered here this evening are the future. Now is not the time to sit back and let life happen. We must take charge of our own lives. Our success is limited only by desire. We mustn't be afraid to fail. The following was printed in the Wall Street Journal a few years back, and I feel it should serve as an inspiration for all of us. You failed many times, although you may not remember. You fell down the first time you tried to walk. You almost drowned the first time you tried to swim, didn't you? Did you hit the ball the very first time you swung a bat? Heavy hitters, the ones who hit the most home runs, also strike out a lot. R.H. Macy failed 7 times before his store in New York caught on. English novelist John Creasy got 753 rejection slips before publishing 564 books. Babe Ruth struck out 1,330 times, but he also hit 714 home runs. Don't worry about failure. Worry about the chances you miss when you don't even try. Good luck to each and every one of you in the future. Thank you.
Would like to honor 3 individuals who are very special and have contributed a great deal to the quality of education for the class of 1996. At this time, I would like Mr. Carl Schumacher to come to the platform. Mr. Schumacher is an individual that's worked very closely with the instrumental music program and the athletic program, as well as the community camps and opportunities that have been provided not only for Easton area students, but for Phillipsburg as well. And in the words of Mr. Shriver, who works more closely with Mr. Schumacher than any of us on a regular basis, Carl has been a tireless advocate of youth recreation in the city of Easton. He has attempted to work closely with the coaches in our school system to more closely align the goals of Easton's recreation program with those of the school district. He cooperates with us in the use of our gyms and fields and is always willing to sacrifice his program's need to accommodate our coaches. Carl is a principal part of the alliance among the city of Easton, the town of Phillipsburg, the Phillipsburg School District, and the Easton Area School District in promoting and organizing the successful sporting camps that we sponsor in the summer. His efforts to this end have been very productive. Mr. Schumacher's efforts and thoughts are directed entirely toward the positive development of the young people of the city and our school district. His advocacy on their behalf is extraordinary. His attitude is always positive, and problems presented to him are solved rather than ignored. He is a positive force not only for all of the school district's young people. His plaque reads, "In recognition for contributions to the Easton Area School District students and the community at large, your initiative, cooperation, and attention to details are unparalleled. Thank you for quality city recreation programs, summer camps, and your interest in our band activities. Please join me in thanking Mr. Carl Schumacher. The second individual that we would like to formally recognize tonight has been familiar to this class for more years than we'd like to mention. If Mrs. Susan Hoffman would come forward at this time. Mrs. Hoffman has given many, many hours and days and weeks and years to the student body. Not only has she served as PTA person and president for the last 2 years, but she has contributed a great deal to the music program. I don't know what it's going to be like to not have Mrs. Hoffman in school, and we hope that just because her younger daughter is graduating, it does not mean that she won't be with us. Her plaque reads, "In recognition and appreciation for the many years and countless hours Easton Area High School and Shawnee PTSA and music programs were enriched by your contributions. Thank you from all students, staff, and administration touched by your spirit and personal beauty. Join me in thanking Mrs. Susan Hoffman." The third individual is one who has been a leader in education in the Easton Area School District for the last 31 years. He has been an elementary principal in many of the buildings that you are not familiar with. He was director of elementary education as well as assistant superintendent, Mr. Joseph Piazza. Mr. Piazza's plaque reads, "In recognition and appreciation for 31 years of unselfish service and dedication to the education of Easton Area School District students from the class of 1996. Please join me in applauding Mr. Joseph Piazza.
By reputation, I'm known as too tough to tear up. I'm a little teared up. I want to tell you that I feel that the greatest recognition that any educator can get is recognition given by his or her students. On behalf of myself, certainly, and the entire teaching staff of this district, I'd like to thank the students for this unique reward. Thank you.
And now the moment that we've all been waiting for. Mr. Piazza, it is my pleasure as principal of Easton Area High School to certify to you, the superintendent of schools, Easton Area School District, that each member of the class of 1996 here before you has met the necessary requirements of the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Easton Area School District to be awarded their high school diplomas. I present to you the class of 1996.
Thank you, Mrs. Mazza. As superintendent of the Easton Area School District, I do hereby certify to the President of the Board and his fellow board members that these seniors have met all requirements and fulfilled all obligations presented to the school district and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Therefore, on behalf of the administration and faculty, I testify to their eligibility for the high school diploma. Mr. Litz, the class of 1996 is ready to graduate.
Thank you, Mr. Piazza. On behalf of the Easton Area School Board, let me congratulate the senior class and also the parents, the families, and the teachers who have assisted so greatly in the accomplishment of these people. The education you have acquired at this Easton Area School District is a direct result of your parents and area taxpayers who are always paying a higher price to be able to give you the educational process that you see today. For this, we can be thankful. The level of learning that you have achieved is the result of parental and family guidance, the teachings and the support from your staff and leadership of the administration. Each of you were limited only by the energy and the desire to put forth not only the effort necessary to meet, but to surpass the goals of the Easton Area District and the state of Pennsylvania. To succeed, your future depends on using what you have learned and to continue to build upon it. Today's fast-moving world requires it of you. On behalf of the Easton Area School Board, best wishes to the class of 1996. Mrs. Mazza, you may proceed in the awarding of the diplomas for the class of 1996. Thank you.
Row 1.
Wait. I'll call you.
Gabriel Alex Aspen.
Aziza L. Rashid.
Gary Daniel Bankston.
Jennifer Laura Amato.
Justin David Barber.
Abiel Ashong.
Eric Edward Bauer.
Stacy Irene Ah.
Carl Joseph Beers.
Christy Lynn Villado.
Jeremy Scott Bialka.
Michelle Lynn Vanis.
Christopher David Black.
Andrea Barrett.
Michael Braden Bowman.
Melissa Bartholomew.
Greg Thomas Bonstein.
Percha Isrid Burkhart.
David Michael Border Jr.
Lori Lee Beisel.
Babway Artel Ulas.
Louise Bisgard.
Jonathan Brado.
Jennifer Lynn Booger.
Nathan Andrew Brandis.
Samantha Bowers.
Christopher Michael Brett. Row 2. Maria Luisa Brito.
Patrick Britell.
Kimberly L. Barnett.
Robert David Grote.
Heidi Ann Buss.
Michael John Brunstetter.
Christy Jo Capana.
Joe Spurgey.
Tara Michelle Cawthorn.
Ryan Gian Carr.
Sui Fon Chong.
Jason Thomas Casterlin.
Tasha Nicole Claw.
Benjamin A. Child.
Megan Dylan Coble.
Jabbar D. Curto.
Courtney Corello.
Andrew H. Dalton.
Kara Lynn Corona.
Han Min Nguyen Deng.
Emily J. Cosgrove.
Jason Del Polito.
Ziamora Curto.
Todd Elliott DeLuca.
Jerry Joe Crivalero.
Melania Desi III.
Cheryl L. Culver.
Larry Dahl.
Row 3. Kevin Christopher Donnelly.
Rachel Ann DeDetto.
Ho Tu Phi Dong.
Jennifer Lynn Davis.
Sammy Sam R. Elias.
Sandra Lynn Davis.
Michael Lee Elson.
Jennifer L. Deemer.
Manuel Garcia Espinosa II.
Kelly Jo DeHaven.
Adam Michael Fairchild.
Catherine A. Dobbs.
Sandro Marco Frankhauser.
Nicole Ray Brigada.
Richard Adrian Froh.
Shannon Elise Erdlich.
Nathan Joel Fennell.
Stephanie May Ettinger.
Jeffrey Richard Fair.
Katie M. Eisenhardt.
Carlos Figueroa Gomez.
Renee Elias.
David L. Fogel Jr.
Stacy Febo.
Michael Anthony Fontabuno.
Carrie Ellen Ferguson.
John Robert Fritchie.
Marissa Filippucci.
Row 4. Christina Louise France.
Ryan Allen Fulmer.
Misty Lynn Fredericks.
Andrew Ganlon.
Amanda Carol Freeman.
Ryan Gary.
Jennifer Beth Frenzy.
Brian Dahmer.
Stephanie Teresa Gadwell.
Kyle Geiger.
Domenica Katina Galati.
Nicholas Gerstner.
Laura Ann Godshaw.
Joseph Giordano.
Sarah May Good.
Jonathan D. Grecian.
Amanda S. Groove.
Eric Grishko.
Christina J. Guagnino.
Jason Hagan.
Carrie Ann Gabelli.
Jeffrey Thomas Heimbach.
Jessica Ann Hagenbaum.
Jamie Daniel Hernandez.
Sweet Gina Marie Hahn.
Sean Christopher Hinkle.
Jamie Lynn Haldeman. Roll 5. Leandra Holmes Jr.
Christine A. Hall.
Brian A. Honey.
Nicole Hank.
Matthew Allen Hornbeck.
Catherine G. Hansen.
Philip Victor Jokes.
Kara M. Heck.
Bjorn F.B. Johansson.
Katie M. Hebner.
Todd M. Chuknuvik.
Jessica L. Hendershot.
Stefan Kafakis.
Lisa M. Herb.
Stephen Karpakis. Sean M. Patinas.
Alexa B. Perilla.
Douglas M. Klantop.
Christine M. Heverly.
Jason Creel.
Kimberly S. Hoffman.
Thomas J. Cressley.
Jamie Louise Holt.
Nicholas A. Labuda.
Holly Marie Popick.
Thomas F. Lavelle.
Nikki Ray Hosford.
Jason H. Lehman.
Jessica Lee Hoyer.
Row 6. Crystal Huff.
Michael William Leindecker.
Eugenia Hungerford.
Daniel Jag Lichten.
Christian Lynn Hansberger.
Justin D. Lockhart.
Laura Beth Apolito.
Randy J. Marshall, Jr.
Lajana Mae Johnson.
Gabriel R. Martinez.
Julie J. Jones.
Brock Patrick Masterson.
Melissa Ann Jones.
Douglas J. McCafford.
Teresa Ann Jones.
Kevin William McCord.
Kelly Ann Koch.
Andrew M. McNeil.
Linda Kavanaugh.
Christopher William Medina.
Karen Subtree Caitlin.
Nathan Philip Myshide.
Kimberly Lynn Keller.
Stephen Alexis Mercado.
Nicole Kathleen Kilpatrick.
Frederick T. Merworth.
Erica Elizabeth Kish.
Brett Robert Milburn.
Row 7. Charles Anthony Miller II.
Leah S. Cloud.
Nathan Lawrence Miller.
Rachel A. Canal.
Joseph R. Manotti.
Kimberly Maria Lara.
Bobby Mandel Moore II.
Marissa H. Llewellyn.
Michael M. Moore.
Heather E. Lockard.
Charles D. Moretti.
Carly A. Liacono.
Matthew A. Morgenstern.
Carly Tricia Luke.
Richard G. Morris III.
Elizabeth Shelley Marshall.
Alex J. Neff.
Aradija Neo Massey.
Ming Nok Nguyen.
Celeste Tamar Mathis. McInerney.
David Oren.
Maureen Allison McIntyre.
Philip C. Osborne.
Erica Lynn Meckler.
Stephen M. Pearl.
Martha Joy Merworth.
Row 8. Allison P. Meyer.
Austin Rappa.
Heather Grace Miller.
Brett Pelkey.
Megan Lindsay Miller.
Christopher Penna.
Michelle Christine Miller.
Ryan Piper.
Christine Elizabeth Minor. Catherine Elizabeth Minor.
Brian Pipparata.
Katie Ann Minnick.
Larry Pound.
Melissa M. Montague.
LeVar Queen.
Vanessa Constant Montague.
Angel Louise Ramos.
Lisa M. Moraz.
Greg Peel.
Kimberly Lawrence Murphy.
Tomas Alberto Reyes.
Angela Mustacado.
David Richards.
Amy Beth Nelson.
Larry Roberts.
Tamlin Lenise Newman.
Walter S. Robertson, Jr.
Cindy V. Nguyen.
Louis A. Rodriguez.
Row 9. Matt Roland Rose.
Maria L. Nisa.
Jacob William Ruggles.
Christina L. Nixon.
E. Samoya.
Karina Lynn Noel.
David J. Sasanito Jr.
Sarah Marie Pannebeck.
Jacob E. Sandrick.
Fiona Parker Gibbons.
Philip John Schaefer.
Francesca Pace.
Eric D. Sherman.
Jamie Pencil.
Eric W. Schick.
Sharisa L. Picotti.
Jeremy John Schilling.
Tara Pierre Galini.
Barry R. Seifert II.
Kara Pigliacampi.
Sean T. Seifert.
Son Sunny Poonperm.
Colin A. Sale.
Jennifer Lynn Purcell.
Sean R. Sherwood.
Crystal Vaughn Ravenald.
Darren Smith.
Rosa Haydee Ramos.
Row 10. Alisa Nicole Revis.
Glenn E. Smith.
Alisa T. Riker.
Timothy P. Smith.
Brittany Jane Rittenhouse.
Jesse T. Small.
Jody L. Rogers.
Douglas C. Snyder.
Andrea K. Rome.
Thomas C. Spitali.
Jacqueline Mary Rosnick.
John M. Stein.
Elizabeth Johanna Russo.
Devin C. Stout.
Carly Jane Root.
John Christopher Strucco.
Teresa Marie Ryan.
Stephen R. Terp.
Melanie M. Safari.
Andrew A. Theodoro.
Jean T. Schaefer.
Joshua J. Turner.
Tanya Lynn Chappelle.
Charles J. Bale.
Louise Marie Scott.
Michael Van Revere.
Shannon Ann Shimchek.
Paul Van Jura.
Row 11. Timothy Paul Barger.
Tanya L. Sibley.
Christopher John Benson.
Alicia K. Slavey.
Gavin Gerard Benson.
Tina L. Smith.
Jerry Thomas Boker.
Wendy Lynn Snyder.
Earl R. Walsh III.
Mandy Lee Kostorik.
Keith Gregory Waltz.
Maureen Steris.
Daniel William Warren.
Reagan Lee Taylor.
Marco Peter Weber.
Lori Teets.
Edward John Willett.
Julia Jean Tesserero.
Marlon D. Williams.
Victoria Lynn Van Brackle.
Theodore Wilmore.
Tanya Marie Van Horn.
Evan W. Wismer Jr.
Abby Noel Van Horn.
Jeffrey Wisnowski.
Lashana Maria Vitelli.
Kyle William Yeager.
Kawanza Jean Wagner.
Row 12. Trista Elizabeth Wagner.
Brandon Youngkin.
Wheeler.
Weston Zalez.
Christine J. White.
Leroy David Philhauer.
Carrie Lynn Wolf.
Jason Breidinger.
Amy M. Wolf.
Alessandro C. DeCandia.
Rebecca J. Wolf.
Joseph L. Arnett.
Susie L. Wolf. Nicole Francis Durati. Colleen Marie Zanzitis. Nicole Francis Durati. And Jessica A. Zimmerman.
I did it! I can't believe I did it! Oh my God.
Amy Beth Kavanaugh. Amy Elizabeth Chesesi. Ryan Gregory Crum.
this time, I would like to make a special presentation of a belated award of a high school diploma to Mr. James A. Spagnola. If Mr. Spagnola would please come forward and receive a diploma that he did not get when he left for the service of his country before the end of his senior year at Easton High School in 1945. Mr. Spagnola. Before we do the benediction, I would like to give a special thank you to Mr. Bernie Mattis, whose personal vision and persistence made it possible for you, the class of '96, to be the first of all classes K through 12 to have computer technology integrated into the curriculum. Thank you, Mr. Mattis, from all of us. Jessica Dantine will do the benediction.
We, as the graduating class of 1996, end the journey of high school and enter the quest for success. May God help us and guide us to fulfill the goals we have set for ourselves, and to in no way let us give up until we have achieved them. May He also give us the knowledge to never regret, knowing we have always shown true dedication in whatever we have done in the past and whatever we will be doing in the future. Now, as we move forward, may we take with us learned experiences and always keep an open mind for new ones. Amen.
Please join the band, the chorus, the class, and you in the audience for our alma mater.